Hi everyone, let's talk about the indie games that are set to be released in April this year. We have quite a number of promising titles this time. Alright, let's dive into the list. If you're interested in the world of hacking and want to play in a more epic way against sinister corporations, we have just the thing on the menu. In this game, there will be a lot of hacking using the terminal with various interesting and somewhat realistic cases. The thing is, based on the prologue, the game is kind of challenging with things that a newbie like me doesn't understand much. But nonetheless, it will be interesting if you understand or are into these things. Minishoot Adventure is a bullet hell game with open-ended exploration and a vast interconnected world. As we explore, we can expect to find treasures, face challenges, discover secrets, and obtain items to upgrade and level up our ship. The game features 2D top-down graphics with swift and smooth combat. As with the bullet hell genre, it will be challenging at times, with bosses spewing bullet blobs at us. Along with the exploration elements, the game looks interesting and fun. Gatekeeper is a top-down shooter roguelite with fast-paced combat and action. Somehow, the game's aesthetics look similar to Risk of Rain. Of course, with the roguelite elements, many say it's a top-down version of Risk of Rain. It's not a bad thing at all, as if the game captures the essence correctly, we can expect a lot of fun similar to Risk of Rain. I personally also enjoy top-down games more, and Gatekeeper looks solid so far. Who would have thought that a colorful game, reminiscent of Sebastian and the world from The Little Mermaid, is actually a Souls-like game? Yes, it's a Souls-like game set under the sea, pitting you against crabs and various other sea creatures. Upgrade your arsenal and prepare yourself against foes using trash found at the bottom of the sea. It may be trash, but from your perspective, it's treasure. The game offers a welcoming experience for players new to the Souls genre, but also challenges veterans alike. Europa is an action-adventure game focused on exploration, puzzle solving, and unveiling the secrets of the fallen civilization on the Jupiter moon with the same name. The game offers a beautiful open world to explore. The exploration gameplay itself is fluid and solid. It may not be an action game with combat against a lot of enemies, but it's a relaxing game with beautiful visuals that I think anyone can enjoy at their own pace.
By the time
I can't help but think of the Waterworld movie released back in 1995 when I see this game. In Age of Water, we play in a post-apocalyptic world where the areas are completely covered in water. As an online game, we can expect a lot of scenarios that could happen. The game is open world with many settlements, ship options, and a balance between PvE and PvP. You can choose to fight other players whenever you're ready. Be a peaceful trader or maybe become a pirate if you dare. In Children of the Sun, you will play as a sniper against cultists until you finish off their leader. But instead of sniping your way around like usual, you control the bullet. Or maybe I should say, you become the bullet to destroy your enemies in a stylish way. In this tactical puzzle shooter, you will need to plan your moves carefully, as there's only a single bullet in your gun. This is quite a refreshing take on the genre, with multiple solutions to each level.
Here, I seek my father's return.
It's hard not to compare Tales of Kenzera, Zhao, with the recently released Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, as it has similar aesthetics and gameplay. But that's not really an issue, as the game also boasts solid Metroidvania gameplay elements with compelling narratives. Play as Zhao, a shaman who is trying to reclaim his father's spirit from the darkness realm. Explore the beautiful realms in this 2.5D graphics with flashy and addicting combat. It already looks like one of the best Metroidvania this year. Manor Lords is an interesting city builder game set in the medieval era. Not only does it promise in-depth city building, but there will also be large-scale battles, economic and resource management, and even social simulations. The game is inspired by the art and architecture of 14th century Franconia, with the developer prioritizing historical accuracy for the gameplay mechanics and visuals. City building and large-scale war in a single game? Sign me up. No Rest for the Wicked is a dark action RPG with its heavy focus on combat and exploration. The combat is precise and real-time, with each swing of your weapon feeling heavy and direct when it lands on your enemies. The game will be challenging yet fun, and you can also play it with up to 3 friends in online co-op multiplayer. You can share your world and progress for each campaign, or maybe venture off on your own. This game is one of the most anticipated action RPGs this year, so let's see how it holds up. Infection-Free Zone is a survival base building game against the infected. In this post-apocalyptic world, after the spread of the mad virus, you can choose any place in the real world and set your base there. Rebuild your city of choice and scavenge in the building so you can better prepare in building your base. You will fight the infected at night, but they're not the only ones. There will also be survivors, whether friendly or hostile. Broken Roads is one of the most anticipated indie CRPGs set in the post-apocalyptic Australian outback. The game is heavily inspired by other legendary CRPGs such as Pillars of Eternity, Disco Elysium, and Baldur's Gate. Along with its heavy focus on narrative and moral compass mechanics, the game also provides in-depth tactical combat and a non-linear storyline. It aims to capture the best elements of CRPGs, and I hope they can deliver it polished and with minimal bugs after release. Usually we play as heroes and adventurers raiding dungeons to hunt for treasures and glory, but in Monsters Domain, we play as the monsters to slay heroes who are foolish enough to venture into our turf. Start with basic skeletons, build your defense, and rise up your power. You can develop your style based on the monster army. The styles you can choose or mix include necromancy, mutation, sorcery, and more. An interesting premise, don't you think? Sons of Valhalla is a side-scrolling combat game with added base building mechanics, where you gather your warriors on a quest for revenge against the Jarl who has wronged you. The pixel art graphics in this game are beautiful and provide quite a bit of atmosphere. The game has more strategic elements, such as its base building, which consists of resource management and assembling troops either to defend or attack. Speaking of troops, you can recruit a wide array of options to adapt to many different situations.
Speak! The king will judge you for this. The fortress is well guarded.
Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is a spiritual successor to the Suikoden series, sharing a lot of nostalgic feelings and mechanics such as the recruitment of 100 other heroes in your campaign. No wonder, both games are directed and produced by Yoshitaka Murayama. May he rest in peace. Suikoden fans kept hoping for a remake of the Suikoden series, and in 2020, as a Kickstarter project, Eiyuden Chronicles happened. The game managed to bring the nostalgic Suikoden experience to a modern touch. If you're a fan of old-school JRPGs, you definitely have to get this game.
The treasure hunt starts now! Why Why, look at that! Now you have 3 of them.
Why? Think they'll need a little extra muscle?